evening. Heavy snow has brought travel disruption across central and southern Scotland. Glasgow Airport was closed for a short time this morning and there's been a spate of road accidents. Aileen Clark reports.
Blizzard conditions on the M8 in Glasgow. As forecast, the morning commute was a slow and slippery affair for drivers and pedestrians heading into the city. Down in Gourock, the conditions were particularly hazardous. McGill's run 80 buses in Inverclyde, but pulled all of them by mid-morning. The road's too slippy for safety.
We had feedback from some drivers that when they were trying to stop at bus stops, they just weren't able to do so. And they were far too close to people. It was just too dangerous to carry on, and we had to respect that decision from the drivers. Assessing it ourselves, we just knew that we just couldn't keep on with service. It was just too dangerous, so we had to pull them off. It's the first time we've ever had to do that in the company's history.
And bus drivers weren't the only ones to find this morning challenging.
Very treacherous this morning, coming into work.
No, it's bad. It really is bad. That's the worst I've seen it in a long time.
I hadn't actually checked the forecast, so I had no idea.
So what did you think when you saw the snow this morning?
I was very excited.
And are you still excited or are you just freezing now?
I'm freezing.
Some drivers trying to get to work this morning simply had to abandon their cars. Other people enjoying a few days off on holiday woke up to thick snow. And it's still snowing here. Glasgow Airport was forced to close for a short time to deal with the snow there. And as the blizzard swept east, it was clear that car drivers were now having to be careful on many main routes.
Well, we've been seeing a lot of road traffic collisions this morning, mainly due to the wintry conditions. So, as I say, they're hazardous conditions. There is a travel with caution in place from the police, so take that extra care, take that extra time.
Not much traction on this part of the M90 in Fife, but plenty of effort on display in Kelty.
She's just come in for a packet of cigarettes and she decided to clear my front path. I mean, that's community spirit for you.
Up at the Cairngorms, they're hoping for a bit more snow to help the skiing. They're keen on snow here.
We just come up with the family for New Year. Kids are over there having a whale of the time. Some older than some younger, but we're having a lovely time. It's great.
Back in Inverclyde, despite more freezing temperatures forecast for tonight, they are hoping to get the buses running tomorrow. Aileen Clark, reporting Scotland.
The Scottish Police Authority has been severely criticised over the way it handles complaints about officers and staff at Police Scotland. A report by the Independent Police Investigations and Review Commissioner describes a number of deficiencies, including an excessive and disproportionate length of time to conclude complaints. Decisions, it says, lacked clarity and transparency. The investigation covers a period before the recent accusations against Chief Constable Phil Gormley, who's on special leave, and a number of other senior officers, all of whom are being investigated for possible gross misconduct. People are being urged to stay away from Aberdeen Royal Infirmary unless absolutely necessary, after it went on to code red because of a flu outbreak. NHS Grampians say a high number of cases of both influenza A and B are being seen. Special infection prevention and control measures have been put in place in a bid to limit the spread. Edinburgh's Hogmanay Festival will celebrate its 25th anniversary this year. Organisers expect 150,000 people to enjoy the three-day programme, which kicks off tomorrow. There'll be an extended fireworks to bring in the new year. Police say security measures have been stepped up, but there's no specific threat. In football, the Scottish Premiership will shut down for a few weeks after tomorrow's round of matches. The biggest of those is at Celtic Park, where the champions play Rangers in the Old Firm derby. As David Curry reports, both teams are hoping to end the year with a win.
This might look like a Christmas card setting or a winter wonderland, but this is Celtic's training ground the day before a match against Rangers, and there's plenty of work being done.
Well done. Push.
This man will be hoping it's business as usual tomorrow as well. Since he's been Celtic manager, they haven't lost to their Glasgow rivals.
They're always great fixtures to be involved in, wherever they're at. But of course it's always special to play these games at Celtic Park, and it being the last game of what's been an incredible year for us, we obviously want to win it.
So will Graham Murty. He was caretaker manager of Rangers on their last visit to Celtic Park, earning a draw at the end of last season. Now manager proper, he says, we need to show a mentality and desire to represent the shirt, and hopefully we can make the fans proud. If we show that mentality and desire, then who knows what can happen.
Mr Ferguson, how are you? Have a sit down, talk about this Old Firm.
Perhaps these Old Firm old boys have an inkling.
I think Celtic will win 2-1 or 3-1.
So it's hard to predict, but
I'm hoping it's going to be a good contest.
The thing it gives me hope is Murty's been in this position before. He took a Rangers team that were struggling to Celtic Park. I thought his game plan that day was perfect in terms of he left Boyata on the ball and he got to a certain area and then they went to close him down. I think it'll come with that same mentality, and if he does, I think they'll get a chance.
That might depend whether Celtic strikers are more accurate with their feet than Lee Griffiths is with his hands. David Curry, reporting Scotland, Glasgow.
And talking of which, let's see what the wintry weather is up to next, Cosser.
Oh, Sally, we've had a lot of snow, as you've seen and heard. Good evening to you all. Snow across central and southern parts especially, but our attention does turn to the risk of icy stretches as we head through the night. A Met Office yellow be aware weather warning in force for most of the country away from the southwest until midday tomorrow. Slippery surfaces and hazardous driving conditions. We still have some wintry showers around, but for most it will become largely dry, perhaps a bit more in the way of rain pushing to the southwest by the early hours, and temperatures widely dipping below freezing. So another very cold night, some freezing fog patches and an icy start tomorrow too. There will be further showers and then another weather system approaches, bringing with it rain, sleet and some snow, but this time the snow mainly up over higher ground. So if you're heading out around 3 o'clock, it will be drier across the south, the southwest. Temperatures 6-7 degrees here. Across central areas, across parts of Aberdeenshire into North Highland as well, there will be some snow, some sleet around and still very cold. Looking ahead then, well, for Saturday night into Sunday, we're expecting a storm to arrive named Dylan by the Irish Met Service. This will likely bring some very strong winds across parts of the southwest and into the central belt as well. We're expecting gusts of up to 50 to 60 miles per hour, and there are warnings out in force for these areas too. During the day then, there will be some showers mainly towards the west, further towards the east, more in the way of clearer spells, and temperatures 6-7 degrees. But for Hogmanay itself, we're finding those winds tending to ease. There will be some showers mainly towards the west, further towards the east, more in the way of drier weather. And that's your forecast for now.
Thanks very much, Cosser. I'll be back with the late news at the earlier time of 9:10. Until then, from everyone on the team, have a good evening. Bye-bye.